Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Who said winter had to be boring? The Museum of Discovery is turning winter break into a hands-on science adventure with space-themed programming, live demonstrations, and a new way for kids to ring in the new year. Joining us this afternoon is Seth Cheshire, museum educator at the Museum of Discovery, here to walk us through what families can expect starting December 22nd. All right, Seth, Museum of Discovery was like my saving grace. When my kids were off for Christmas break, I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. It's cold outside, there's nothing to do, they're stuck in the house. Bring them to the museum.
Bring them to the museum. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
All right, so there's some special events happening starting December 22nd.
That's right.
Let's touch on a few of those.
Yeah, so winter break, you know, usually when the kids are in school, the most fun day of the week is Saturday. We have a little more freedom to run multiple demos, Tesla shows, so when the kids are out for winter break, we get to have Saturday every day. So there will be a couple science demos every day, a couple Tesla demos every day. We'll have early childhood programming every morning, some form or fashion. We'll have some wandering experiments. So just a lot of fun, a lot of fun.
Okay, so you brought in some experiments for us to demo. So
That's right.
Let's get started. What'd you bring in?
Yeah, so I have a little vacuum chamber here. Our winter break is going to be space themed. So I have this little vacuum pump. This is a very small version of a big, beautiful, shiny one that we have at the museum. So, as you may know, in space, there is no air. So this vacuum chamber...
Okay, there already, my blonde moment. I didn't know space didn't have air.
It's true,
Sorry,
yeah.
I mean,
so
full confession.
you may have heard the phrase vacuum of space.
Okay.
Because there is no air. It is void of air.
All right, so this is what you do, though, at the museum. You're teaching kids science.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have some fun and hopefully trick them into learning a few things as well. This will make a little noise. Not too bad, not too bad. But this vacuum chamber lets us remove that atmospheric pressure, so we kind of simulate the vacuum of space with our vacuum chamber. As you might see, as we're removing that pressure from around our marshmallow, it kind of swells up and gets a little bigger.
Oh, is that why it's getting bigger?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Marshmallows have a lot of air in them, so when we remove that pressure from around the marshmallow, it lets that air inside kind of spread out, and that marshmallow will swell up.
All right, and reminds me of the Ghostbusters, the marshmallow guy.
And we're going to vanquish that marshmallow monster. When we remove
oh my goodness.
that vacuum, the air rushes back in, but that air escaped from our marshmallow, so it crushes right down, and we get that little shriveled up marshmallow there.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, boy, the life cycle of a marshmallow.
It's true. It's true. Now, another quick one here. We have some water. So this is one we might not think about. If you've ever seen different cooking instructions on something that may be at higher altitude, that's because of that air pressure difference. So we're going to remove the atmospheric pressure again around our water. So we have our beaker in here. And as that pressure gets low, we will start to see a few bubbles forming in our water.
Why is that happening?
So instead of boiling our water with heat, we have removed that pressure, which lets that water kind of try to spread out on its own without heating up. So you can see our water is boiling pretty actively here.
No way.
We're going to shut our chamber off. Let the air back in. And you saw that water boiling, yes?
Yes.
You trust me though, right?
Of course, Seth, but I'm
Boiling
a little
water.
nervous.
Have a little feel there.
Oh my gosh, no.
Still
Yeah, it's
room
temperature.
Yeah.
What just happened?
That's right. So we
I need
boiled
like the slow shaving cream. Okay.
a little shaving cream.
Okay.
Oh. There we go. So this is a museum favorite we call Frothy the Snowman. So a lot of our activities over winter break, they're going to be winter themed. They're also going to be space themed. So I'm not the best snowman sculptor here, but we now have Frothy the Snowman in our vacuum chamber. Now, we're going to remove that pressure one more time with our vacuum chamber.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
Look at Frothy grow.
That is so cool.
So again, that foam has a lot of air trapped inside. When we release the atmospheric pressure around it, that air can spread out again, and we get a very, very large, this looks a little more like the Marshmallow Man on Ghostbusters, I think.
Okay.
And now the fun part, everyone say bye, Frothy.
All right. Seth, that's incredible.
And Frothy, you know, he goes away just like a real snowman at the end.
Oh my goodness. Again, this is putting science, of course, within kids' reach, but really tickles their imagination when you're looking at things like this.
Yeah.
So much fun. Okay, you also have a New Year's Eve celebration
That's
for
right.
the kids. Starts
That's
at
right.
noon. What is this?
Absolutely. So we're in celebration mode, and on New Year's, our event will start at 9 and goes to 2. So at 10, 11, 12, and 1 o'clock, we're going to do a gigantic liquid nitrogen cloud in Museum Center at the museum. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have people around the railing set off a giant liquid nitrogen cloud in there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll also have more space-themed activities, more winter-themed activities for New Year's. So.
Yeah. Again, this museum is not just for kids. It's for obviously adults too. Look at me learning new tricks. Very interesting experiments. And now I know what atmospheric pressure can do to marshmallows, shaving cream, and to boil water. Well, Seth, thanks so much. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Happy New Year. For more information on winter break programming, New Year's Eve, or how to become a member, visit museumofdiscovery.org. Now, do you fancy a Christmas Eve filled with books, cocoa, and cozy reading? Well, then we're sharing an Icelandic custom as fun to say as it is to celebrate. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Arkansas Style.